My father's first words on entering Westminster Abbey yesterday were a pledge of service. It was a pledge to continue to serve, because for over 50 years, in every corner of the UK, across the Commonwealth and around the world.
In a shocking turn of events, the British royal family is facing a monumental shift, and it's all happening behind closed palace doors. Prince William, once the quiet heir, is now tightening his grip on power, while Camilla, the Queen Consort, finds herself caught in the storm. What's even more shocking is that the estate once believed to be hers is now officially under William's control. As the palace is thrown into turmoil, the future of the monarchy hangs in the balance. Will this be the start of a new royal order? Is William's move a sign of a changing monarchy, or is it a personal power grab? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. To help us create more videos and uncover the real stories behind the royal family, please subscribe so more people can discover these shocking revelations. The quiet power shift. Though the British royal family constantly attracts public attention, some of the most impactful shifts are occurring away from the cameras. Inside the palace walls, a subtle battle for control is taking place. Prince William, once known for his quiet demeanor, is now strategically setting himself up for a future where his power within the monarchy is undisputed. Rather than making bold public moves, he's carefully crafting his role through every decision, ensuring his authority is firmly established when the time comes. This quiet but calculated approach is steadily shaping the royal future under his reign. In contrast, Queen Camilla seems to be doing everything she can to maintain her position. Once considered the outsider, she has now carved a role for herself as Queen Consort, but it seems that her grip on this role is starting to loosen. As the years go by, Camilla's position is becoming more fragile, especially with King Charles's age and health concerns. The question on everyone's mind is, what will happen to Camilla once Charles is no longer in the picture? Camilla has been a key figure in the royal family for years, but her future in the monarchy is now in question. The privileges and role she holds today may not automatically extend to her after Charles's reign. The real challenge for Camilla will be how much power Prince William exerts once he becomes king. Will she maintain her place in the royal family, or will William's growing influence push her aside? As the monarchy evolves, her position could shift dramatically depending on William's approach to royal authority. The royal family's next chapter could look drastically different from what many are used to, and the next few years could determine just how much of a shift we're in for. With Prince William quietly strengthening his hold on royal affairs, Camilla's ability to retain her status in the family may come under increasing pressure. The dynamic between these two powerful figures will define much of the future of the British monarchy. As we wait to see what unfolds, one thing is certain. The royal family's future is anything but predictable, and the stakes are higher than ever before. More convincingly than ever, Prince William is prepared for a future where his authority will remain unchallenged. But what makes the future favor him? Could his personal abilities have earned him this position, or did his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, set up a favorable future for him as the heir to the throne? Let's uncover the astonishing details. The secret estate that solidifies William's future. A hidden royal estate, long protected by the late Queen Elizabeth II, has recently come to light, revealing a deeper layer of the ongoing power struggle within the British monarchy. For years, this estate remained shrouded in secrecy, carefully shielded from the public eye. But now, it's been revealed that Prince William is the sole beneficiary of this valuable property. This discovery raises significant questions about the future direction of the monarchy, as it shows just how carefully Queen Elizabeth planned for her successor's rule. What makes this situation even more intriguing is that the transfer of the estate to William wasn't an accidental or recent decision. Instead, it was part of a well-thought-out plan that Queen Elizabeth put in place long before her passing. The estate wasn't something just handed over overnight. It was strategically set aside to ensure that William would have firm control over a critical asset once he ascended to the throne. This isn't just about a piece of land or property. It's a move that speaks volumes about the future structure of the monarchy. By placing this estate firmly in William's hands, the Queen made sure that when the time came, his influence would be unquestionable. It's a powerful gesture, one that signals that William's path to leadership has already been mapped out by his grandmother. The decision reflects Elizabeth's understanding of the challenges that lie ahead and her determination to ensure that the royal family's future remains strong and unified under William's leadership. This estate transfer sends a clear message. Prince William's authority within the royal family isn't something that will be negotiated or questioned. It's already in place, thanks to the careful decisions made by Queen Elizabeth. While many people may have assumed that the transition of power would happen gradually, this hidden move suggests that William's role has already been secured in ways the public didn't fully understand. As the monarchy prepares for the inevitable changes that will come with Charles's eventual passing, the revelation of this estate transfer only adds to the growing sense that Prince William's reign is already beginning, even before he formally ascends the throne. The estate may be a small piece of the puzzle, but it's a powerful one that gives us a glimpse of the future monarchy under William's rule. Beyond William gaining full control of the estate his grandmother left for him, which ultimately denied Camilla's access to it, what is William's perception of Camilla's personality? Could he have granted her the privilege of staying there? Or did he witness something that made it difficult for him to trust her? Let's find out. The summer that changed William's perspective. In the summer of 2025, a striking contrast unfolded within the royal family. King Charles, facing his own health challenges, withdrew to Balmoral, the family's beloved Scottish retreat, for a much-needed break. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla was seen aboard a luxurious yacht in the Mediterranean, enjoying sunny days and the high life. The divide between their locations raised more than just eyebrows. It sparked real concern among royal insiders, particularly for Prince William. While his father was isolated in Balmoral, struggling with personal challenges, Camilla seemed to continue on with her life, completely detached from the seriousness of the situation. She was enjoying a luxury vacation, living in comfort and luxury, without any apparent concern. To William, this was troubling. It seemed like a display of indifference toward the emotional weight his father was bearing. He couldn't help but feel that Camilla, seemingly unaffected, was acting with a sense of security that was not justified by the circumstances. This behavior struck William as a sign that things were not as they should be. For William, this wasn't just a matter of optics. Observing this stark contrast between his father's vulnerability and Camilla's carefree attitude made him question her priorities. It wasn't just about her taking time off. It was about the way she seemed completely at ease, as if her royal standing was untouchable, even in a time when his father's health and emotional well-being needed attention. To William, it seemed like Camilla had grown too comfortable in her role, and he found it difficult to accept. According to sources close to the situation, this event became a crucial turning point in William's relationship with Camilla. What had once been a relationship marked by tolerance and quiet acceptance became increasingly strained. William began to see his stepmother in a new light, and his growing concerns about her behavior ultimately influenced his view of her role in the monarchy. It was clear that William wasn't simply going to accept things as they were. He was beginning to reshape his perspective on Camilla's future within the royal family, and that would set the stage for the changes to come. What happened that summer marked more than just a family disagreement. It revealed the subtle undercurrents that would define the next phase of the royal family's evolution. While King Charles was battling health challenges, William closely observed how his stepmother was enjoying her vacation. But what measures will William put in place to set boundaries? Will he be intentional about keeping Camilla at a distance? Now, let's dive into Prince William's subtle move that signals a new era in the monarchy. The early signs of power shifts. In the world of the British royal family, power shifts often happen quietly, away from the spotlight, and not through loud speeches or grand gestures. One example of this subtle shift came when Prince William made the quiet but significant decision to remove Annabel Elliot, Camilla's sister, from the Duchy of Cornwall payroll. Annabel had long been a trusted figure in royal estate design, with her work touching various royal properties over the years. She had been closely tied to Camilla's family and had gained considerable influence over royal matters. However, when William took charge, this connection did not guarantee that Annabel would continue to play a part in royal affairs. By removing her from the payroll, William sent a powerful message to both the public and his family. Loyalty to Camilla's side of the family doesn't necessarily translate into influence during his reign. This was a quiet move, but it made an unmistakable point about how things were going to change once William took the throne. William's decision wasn't just about making an administrative change, it was about setting the tone for his future reign. It showed that he wouldn't automatically follow the traditional paths laid out before him. Instead, he was ready to carve out his own vision for the monarchy, one where loyalty and trust within his own circle would be paramount. By distancing himself from connections that had strong ties to Camilla's family, William signaled that his rule would be different, more independent, and far more selective about who had a seat at the table. What makes this move even more intriguing is that it's not an isolated decision. It's part of a broader trend of subtle yet significant actions William has been taking behind the scenes, already shaping the royal family's future. His quiet approach to power may be more effective than a dramatic announcement because it shows, without a doubt, that William is already thinking about what the monarchy will look like when it's fully in his hands. This shift in control may not be apparent to the public just yet, but within the walls of the royal family, William's actions speak volumes. He's not waiting for the throne to define him. He's already defining it for himself. In a bid to distance himself from Camilla, William reportedly removed her sister from the royal family payroll. But will William's actions toward Camilla stop there? What will happen to Camilla's residence when William ascends the throne? Does he have a plan for her, or will she be left to sort things out on her own? Let's find out. William's critical decisions for Camilla's future. As King Charles's health continues to decline, the future of Queen Camilla's role within the royal family is becoming a much more urgent topic of conversation. With every passing day, it's clear that the royal family will need to navigate some tricky questions about Camilla's position once Charles is no longer there to support her. While she has enjoyed the perks of her position as Queen Consort during Charles's reign, many are speculating about what will happen to her status and lifestyle after his death. There are growing reports suggesting that Prince William, who will eventually inherit the throne, may not offer Camilla the same privileges and accommodations that Charles did. One significant issue that has arisen is Camilla's private residence, Ray Mill House. This retreat, which she has long favored as a quiet escape from the royal spotlight, could potentially become her permanent home after Charles's passing, offering her some stability and a place of refuge. For Camilla, this might provide a sense of security in the face of an uncertain future. However, things aren't as clear-cut as they may seem. Prince William, as the future king, could decide that Camilla's continued stay at Clarence House, a royal residence that she currently shares with Charles, is no longer acceptable under his reign. This potential move could be another significant piece in the shifting balance of power within the royal family. The question of where Camilla will live after Charles's death, and the title she will hold, now rests squarely in William's hands. William's choices regarding Camilla's role after Charles's death will have a profound impact on her place within the royal family. Will she continue as Queen Consort, or will she be given a different title, like Queen Dowager? How William handles this will reveal a lot about his vision for the future of the monarchy. Does he plan to uphold tradition, or will he use his power to bring about meaningful changes? The answers to these questions will shape the royal family's future for years to come. As the future of the royal family begins to take shape, the power dynamic between William and Camilla is becoming more evident. With each passing day, it's becoming clearer that William is preparing to carve his own path, and the decisions he makes regarding Camilla's future role will be a significant part of that journey. William may deny Camilla accommodation within the royal palace after his father's passing. But what are the likely reasons behind this? Could William be overreacting, or does Camilla also have a rightful claim to royal privileges? Now, let's unravel Prince William's growing tensions with Camilla, the silent struggle. The tension between Prince William and Queen Camilla has been building for years, and it's clear it's not going away anytime soon. For over 20 years, William has tolerated his stepmother, but their relationship has never been close. Royal insiders suggest that while William respects the monarchy, he doesn't always agree with how Camilla has handled her position within the family. This ongoing friction hints at a deeper rift, with William quietly questioning her actions and influence as part of the royal family. Camilla's growing sense of entitlement in the royal family has only added to the friction. Sources close to the situation suggest that she sees herself as untouchable, believing that her position in the family is secure and above scrutiny. This self-assuredness, however, hasn't sat well with William, who values respect, loyalty, and honor above all else. To him, Camilla's behavior can be seen as out of place, especially considering her history within the royal family. What makes the situation even more complex is that, as the future king, William will be in a position to reshape the monarchy and the roles of those around him. If the current tensions between him and Camilla are any indication, his approach to her role in the royal family once he ascends to the throne might be vastly different from the one Charles has had. While Charles has worked to keep the peace, William seems to be less inclined to overlook behavior that doesn't align with his vision of respect and tradition. This growing tension hints that when the time comes, William might redefine Camilla's place within the monarchy. He could choose to distance himself from her in ways that would have been unimaginable during his father's reign. William's leadership will likely bring a shift in the royal family's structure, shaped by his strong personal values of loyalty and respect. These values matter deeply to him, and it's clear that, under his rule, the future of the monarchy could look very different, one that may not accommodate Camilla in the same way. This ongoing tension reveals the complicated nature of royal life and the relationships that define it. As William prepares to step into his new role, the world is left wondering what changes he will bring and how they might affect Camilla's place in the family. William is likely tolerating his stepmother's excesses for the sake of his father. But what will become of Camilla's influence after King Charles's death? Will she continue to enjoy the privileges she has now? Or will William's ascension to the throne put an end to that? Let's find out. Camilla's future in the royal family. If Queen Camilla outlives King Charles, her future within the royal family will largely depend on how Prince William decides to manage her role. As the future king, William will have the authority to shape the monarchy as he sees fit, and this will directly impact Camilla's place in it. Royal experts have speculated that after Charles's death, Camilla may decide to step away from the public eye. She could choose to lead a quieter, more private life, away from the spotlight, as she focuses on her personal life and family. Prince William's vision for the future of the monarchy could lead to some major changes. Sources say William wants to streamline the royal family, creating a smaller, more modern setup. This shift might significantly change Camilla's role, possibly reducing it or altering it in ways we haven't seen before. William seems determined to establish a monarchy that reflects his own style of leadership, and it doesn't appear to leave much space for Camilla to continue in the prominent role she holds now. Will she adapt, or will this mark the end of her royal influence? Camilla's future in the royal family now raises a crucial question. Will she stay in the public eye, carrying out her royal duties, or will she retreat into a quieter, more private life? This decision could be one of the biggest challenges she faces, as it will shape not only her role within the royal family, but also signal the direction Prince William plans to take the monarchy. How William chooses to handle her position will be a key moment in defining the future of the British royal family. The stakes have never been higher. The royal family has long been defined by its public appearances and roles, but as William prepares to assume the throne, there's a sense that things may change. Camilla, once the outsider who earned her place, may find herself at a crossroads, trying to balance her royal status with a desire for more personal space. Whether she stays in the public spotlight or steps back will depend heavily on William's approach and the broader vision he has for the monarchy. One thing is clear: Camilla's role after Charles' death is one of the most closely watched issues within the royal family. It's not just about her personal choices, but about the future shape of the monarchy itself. How William handles this delicate situation will speak volumes about the kind of king he intends to be. Camilla's future within the monarchy is uncertain when William ascends the throne. But could she fit into William's vision for the future of the monarchy, or will his plans automatically sideline her? Let's uncover the details. Prince William's vision for a modern monarchy. Prince William is set on reshaping the monarchy, moving away from the opulent, traditional royal lifestyle that has defined the family for centuries. Rather than upholding extravagant palaces and public spectacles, he aims to create a more modern, streamlined royal family. His vision focuses on privacy, family life, and simplicity, prioritizing meaningful connections over grand displays of wealth. William's approach reflects his desire for a monarchy that feels more grounded, relatable, and relevant to today's world. His plan signals a shift in the royal family's future, with a focus on authenticity and modern values. In a move that signals his intentions, William has chosen to make a family home in Windsor, rather than residing in a formal royal palace. This decision highlights his desire to step away from the long-standing royal traditions that often emphasize public grandeur. Instead of living in a historic palace full of symbolism, William is opting for a more intimate and private living space, where he can focus on his family and carve out a life that feels more personal and less publicly scrutinized. This shift in priorities marks a significant change in the royal family's approach. William's reign, when it comes, could be defined by a focus on modernizing the monarchy, making it more relatable to the public, and reducing the over-the-top opulence that often accompanies royal life. William wants to create a royal family that feels more grounded and less distant from the everyday lives of the people. For Camilla, this new vision will likely have a big impact on her role. As someone who has spent years adjusting to the traditional expectations of royal life, she may find it challenging to adapt to a more private, modern monarchy. While she has lived in the shadow of royal traditions for much of her time in the family, William's reign could mean less space for the formal roles she has long held. Her position within the royal family may change as William's approach shifts, and she will have to navigate a monarchy that may no longer have the same place for her as it once did. This new direction suggests that the monarchy will be less about tradition and more about adapting to the times. William's choices are setting the stage for a different kind of royal future, one that places a greater emphasis on family and privacy, rather than the public spectacle we've become used to. William has made it clear that he desires a smaller group of working royals and a more modern monarchy when he ascends the throne. But will such a system accommodate Camilla? What title will she be given if her husband passes before her? Now, let's explore Camilla's future in the monarchy. The royal title dilemma. One of the most pressing questions surrounding Camilla's future in the royal family is what title she will hold after the passing of King Charles. Traditionally, when a king dies, his widow is given the title of Queen Dowager. This title recognizes her as the widow of a monarch, but acknowledges that she no longer holds the active role of Queen Consort. However, Camilla's case could be very different, given the way Prince William plans to lead once he ascends to the throne. As future king, William will have the power to decide how Camilla is treated within the royal family after Charles's death. It's not just about titles. It's about defining her role in a monarchy that William seems determined to shape according to his own values and vision. Camilla, as Queen Consort, has long held a prominent position by Charles's side, but William's approach to the monarchy could mean that her role in the title she retains may be far more uncertain than most people expect. The question that many royal observers are asking is whether William will allow Camilla to keep her Queen Consort title after Charles' passing, or whether he will choose to give her a less prominent role. It's entirely possible that William, in his vision for a more modern and streamlined monarchy, might decide that Camilla's position needs to be redefined. This could mean giving her a different title, one that reflects her changed status as the widow of a past monarch rather than a current queen. This decision about Camilla's title won't be just a matter of royal tradition. It will be a powerful statement about how William views Camilla's legacy within the family and his plans for the future of the monarchy. Will he respect the traditional role of a widow, or will he choose to set a new precedent that aligns with his own beliefs about the monarchy's future? How he handles this situation could signal how he plans to handle other issues within the royal family, particularly when it comes to power, loyalty, and the monarchy's relevance in the modern world. After King Charles's passing, the title Camilla holds will reveal a lot about William's vision for the future of the monarchy. This decision has the potential to redefine the royal family's structure, moving away from traditional roles and possibly marking the start of a new era. How William handles Camilla's title and her role will be a major reflection of his approach to ruling. The world is watching closely, as this could be a pivotal moment that shapes the monarchy for generations to come. The stakes have never been higher. What do you think about Camilla's future when William ascends the throne? Will she be able to maintain her place within the monarchy? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe,